Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Got a good turnout tonight. How are we all? Are we good?
Good evening. All good?
Hello. You scared the hell out of me again.
It happens, don't worry. I kind of have that effect on people. It's fine. Lovely. For those of you on the recording, we have tonight with us Nani, DJ, and Sandy. I believe we've got a little bit coming up from Cube later on as well about his
There he is.
promotion. There he is. Hello.
You're early.
We're not early. It's 7 o'clock. UK time. Excellent.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thought I cut off there for a second.
Oh man, it's probably your amazing internet.
Yeah.
Excellent. Lovely. Cool. So, a couple of bits of general stuff for you guys. Welcome to all of our new community members. You guys are more than welcome. Everything's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have a new in-game currency type thing for Discord. Essentially now you can, if you're a red or yellow ninja, and I believe we're opening that up to supporters as well, because I know a few of you aren't red and yellow ninjas, you can now play games, work and trade in Fred's house for essentially Discord points. I believe we're calling them, are they cookies, DJ? What is the currency?
We have a currency called Ninja Notes.
Ninja Notes, that was the one.
Called. And that enables you to buy things from the shop within Discord. So there's a number of commands that are available to you to use in Fred's house to get some cool stuff.
Cookies,
Nice.
I think we've got treats for Fred. And then if you also manage to amass yourself 20,000 Ninja Notes, you can redeem those for a month of Discord Nitro. If you get 20,000 notes and want to spend those, we will buy you a month of Discord Nitro, which is insanity.
Insane.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're not completely boring. Come on. Yeah, excellent. The other thing as well, guys, player-driven events. If you guys want to do things like boss runs, cave runs, etc., we can put them on our events channel for you. We're more than happy to do that. Speak to one of the GMs of the Orange Ninjas to set it up for you, and they'll pop that in events, or they'll pass it to me to pop an event for you as well, so we can kind of spread your event around and you can get as many people as possible for it, which is always nice. Love.
Not just limited to obviously Ark, but
I've got
game
anything,
that we
yeah.
host, or any game you want to host, or
If you really, for some reason, want to put a WoW raid together and you want to join you, why not? You know, anything. If you want people to come do your thing, you never know, like people in the community who want to do it as well. So let us know. We'll put an event up for you, and yeah, we'll spread it around the community and we'll see what happens. Marvelous. Speaking of Ark, on to Ark now. Docs, it appears, is becoming very, popular, which is fantastic. We're loving the feedback we're getting from you guys. Please keep it coming. If you've got any suggestions or any feedback on the Docs server, or in fact any of the servers, hop into the Ark Dojo and let us know. We'll also be adding... Sorry, go on.
We've got a thread running in the dojo for Ark, just dedicated for Docs, and if there are people who are playing on the Docs server who are not in that thread, just at them in the thread and that will add them to the thread, and you can discuss all your Docs related stuff there, and also feed back to us on what changes we need to make. We've got a load of changes planned. Things have been kind of quite manic this week because of other stuff that's been going on, so we haven't got around to the Doc stuff quite yet, but there's quite a chunk of work planned to go into that.
Marvelous, thank you for that. Speaking of suggestions and comments, guys, if you look at the bottom of the Discord for the Roundtable, there is a little hand symbol. If you want to make a comment or a suggestion throughout the Roundtable, click that and we can get you up to actually speak in the Roundtable, which is nice. Or if you don't want to speak, you can pop them into the dojos or into General. I'm keeping an eye on General at the moment. Marvellous.
I'm up to General too.
Excellent. So yeah, pop them in General. We might not see you in the dojo. Brilliant.
Yeah.
We're going to be adding more spawnable encounters to Ark. So similar in execution to the Apex Domination Rex, we're going to be adding in more encounters for that. If you guys have got any suggestions on what those could be, please pop those in the dojo. Again, we'll look at those and we'll decide which ones of those we want to pop in, along with a couple of our own thoughts.
So I can probably elaborate on that a little bit more if you want.
Please do, yeah, why not?
On that. So world bosses will be introduced to all servers except for Genesis 2, simply because Genesis 2 doesn't have all the assets that all the other servers have. So spawning in creatures that are not native to the map can be problematic. World bosses can be anything we want them to be. Like Tom said, on the Domination Rex and Scorched Earth. So we could have a lava golem with minions, we could have a dragon, we could have void worms, we can have pretty much anything you want.
A giant dodo.
Yeah, we can have a giant fire-breathing dodo. Could be awesome.
Bob, sorry, Cube, are you actually Bob? Because you two put that comment in voice and
No.
in general at exactly the same time there.
A giant dodo? Wow.
Simultaneous.
Nah, Bob and I are just on a wavelength right now.
Must be. You really must be.
You are really connected. Mm.
Just so you guys know as well, this will be events that the admins, the GMs will be able to summon. So there'll be things that we'll be organising ahead of time, getting a team together to go and kill it.
So we'll set up the world bosses. We'll have a pool of bosses that we can access, and we've got two options available to us. We schedule them, so they always spawn at the same time every week or every day, and that then gets announced across all of the servers on the cluster to say, giant fire-breathing dodo has now spawned on this map, and everybody can head over and batter the crap out of it. Or, well, on top of that, we can also have random events which the GMs can then summon in while they're wandering around the maps and go, oh, yes, we need a big lava golem here to beat the shit out of me. Also the Domination Rex events. You may have noticed it's been removed from the store. The reason for that is we're removing the cost to spawn that event, and we're going to put it on a schedule. So the Domi Rex will spawn on Scorched Earth on a schedule, and it will be announced across all the servers with a notification when it spawns, and it's then up to everybody online to gather up and go and attempt the boss, or not attempt it, just leave it there wandering. It will either be drones or dimorphodons. I'm undecided on which, but we'll see what that happens then.
You're gonna get people PTSD from Morphodons. Help! Help!
Yeah, excellent done there. Sorry guys, I DC'd for about a 30-second gap there, do apologise. If you listen to the recording, DJ talk for a bit.
Yes.
Oh, to answer Board Panda, no, the server is not turning into docks. The arenas will be in fixed locations. They will be clearly defined by a giant blue bubble, a tech shield. The dinos, if the bosses, if they wander outside that bubble and try and attack anyone, they will immediately be teleported back into the bubble. No damage can be done to the bosses outside of that bubble either, and then they will despawn after a set amount of time. So no, you won't just be happily farming away and suddenly a giant boss spawns on your head. They are announced very clearly. You get timers at the top of the screen telling you how long till they spawn, how long till they despawn, and yeah, if you do accidentally run into one, you're going to know about it.
Yeah, they'll execute exactly the same way as the Apex Domination Rex.
Yeah, they're going to be events that ideally are focused towards everybody participating to take them down. And I think the world bosses that we put in won't be necessarily as tough as the Domination Rex. They will just require numbers to splat them and have a good time doing it.
Excellent.
We definitely need the Dodo Rex.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we can do that. One of the options. Pop in the dojo, whatever. Cool. We have started this week just gone, or this Saturday rather, just gone, a brand new ARC event run by the most part by our Orange Ninjas, by our GMs. That began on Saturday. You probably noticed the announcement went up in the events channel. Keep an eye on that for more details on that one. That's all we're going to give away, is keep an eye on the events channel for more information on that ARC event coming up. And be worried.
Exciting
Mystery,
community event where everybody can participate, have a fun time, get some rewards, and not just a boss that pops up, an interactive event.
Oh yes. Sandy is designing the event primarily, and her cackle there should tell you something about how much fun it's going to be. Brilliant.
Oh, it's going crazy, man. Crazy.
Kaiju food, as we discussed today, has been reduced to 1 per kit, and per Zen and X's suggestion, we have now priced that at 2,000 points. So it's 2,000 points for 1 kaiju food, rather than 5,000 for 3. I do need to remind everybody that Titans must be soul trapped when they're not being used, and that any Titans left out when the owner is not using them, especially if somebody else needs to use their Titan on Extinction, or any other map, will be soul trapped by an admin, and you will have to come get it back from us.
I can just interject that for 2 seconds. Will be, not has been. I've yet to do the art changes. I will do those in the morning.
Ah, excellent. Yes, we will take it off you, and you can have it back at the end of class. DJ, we have new support buttons in ARC. New buttons in ARC support rather than the slash commands.
We do indeed. So 2 of the Discord commands have been depreciated, no longer in use. That is /kickme and link ARC link Discord or whatever. Oh no, /link Discord. They have been replaced with buttons in the ARC Survival Evolved support channel. So if you want to kick yourself from the server, go to support channel, click the big red button that says kick me. If you want to link your account to ARC to get the survivor role, then click link ARC. There are several other buttons in there. There's get Steam ID. If you're linked, you can retrieve your Steam ID, which will help us immeasurably with support requests. So people going, I don't know how to get my Steam ID, fix that. There's a link to commands, which is a link off to the website to give you a list of all the commands that are available for you to use. And then also, for people who have their own Discords, here's a good one. You can invite our Discord bot to your Discord. It will then be able to feed your tribe logs to your personal Discord and your tribe chat. Not global chat, tribe chat. All the information on how to set that up is on the commands page.
That is nifty.
Excellent, thank you very much for that detail. Tree and cliff platform crafting costs. Have those been updated now, DJ, or are they still on the to-do list?
Nope, they will be going in hopefully tomorrow after the restarts.
Marvellous.
Planning on an art patch dropping today, but you know how it does, so didn't have that in place.
Excellent. And there are some things coming up with chatbot as well, I believe.
Yes, as some of you may have noticed, we've kind of halfway transitioned to a new version of chatbot. That's through the buttons and stuff like that to alleviate some performance issues. However, a serious bug was found in the new version. The author is not holiday till the 2nd, so we've had to revert back to the old one while keeping a bit of the new one. So expect chat to, well, sorry, we can't get the performance fixed in. That's all it was.
No worries on that one, lovely. Is there anything else, DJ, while we're on?
Nothing that can't wait till the end.
Marvellous, that's brilliant. Cool. On to 7 Days to Die. We have the PvE leaderboard was released yesterday. Looks like we have Brick and Grey Fox fighting it out for first place. We've got Just James, Rogue and Nami Powers fighting it out for third there as well, so that's going to be absolutely excellent for those guys. Well done to everybody putting all the time and effort in for that. Prizes will be available at the start of Season 6 for you, which is coming next Thursday, a week on Thursday. Be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, a bit of a short season this time, but hopefully it coincides with some exciting stuff.
Yes, stuff that is just a little further down the list, so you'll have to wait a minute to find out. 7 Days to Die, for those of you who don't play at the moment, is currently on sale. Not Alpha 20, Murdoch, we're not that good. Yeah, 7 Days to Die is on sale in the Humble Bundle store, so you can get it cheap if you do want to play it. It is a brilliant game. It's still an alpha, so you'll get it cheap, and then you'll have it when it you'll have it when it finally gets released for the cheaper price, which is brilliant. And we do have at least one server for it. Kay, thankfully and very graciously, has agreed to be our league GM for 7 Days to Die, so he'll be organising and helping out with all of our GMs and admins for 7 Days to Die, so thank you very much to him. I don't know if he wants to put up and say hello, or if he just wants to lurk in the shadows. Nope, Kay is going to very much lurk in the shadows, that's absolutely fine.
He's a lurker.
He is indeed. And just so you guys know, we do also have an event coming for 7 days. I'm not telling you anymore, we've got an event coming.
So many mystery events.
Yeah, we've got 2. At least 2. Two that we know of thus far. We haven't got any more planned, I don't think, but we'll find out as time goes on.
So that's like 2 super cycling events. Oh, that's 3 actually. 7 days on sale. It's actually 70% off on Humble Bundle at the moment, so I just put the link in that in general in Discord.
Oh, you don't. Thank you very much for that. I was sitting here scrambling away trying to find it. Didn't use it, isn't it? Yeah. Marvellous. So, on to 7 days PvP. None.
We have got a brand new PvP server coming for 7 Days to Die. It's going to drop alongside Season 6 of the PvE server. We want to stress at this point, we talked before about maybe replacing PvE server with PvP. It's not going to be a replacement. It's going to be a third server, so we've got the normal PvE seasons, we will have PvP seasons, and we've also got the Supporters Darkness Falls server. Moving on to Darkness Falls, there's been a bit of a change to the server name there, so if any of you guys who are playing Darkness Falls fail to see the server, you are not searching for WNG anymore, you're going to be searching for Wicked, as in WickedNinjaGames. The name change is there to fall in line with some changes we're going to make to the other servers, and we've also put the fact that it's a supporter server into the name as well, as I noticed we were having people joining and then being dropped immediately, so it's a little bit more obvious now. There's also been some changes to the website for 7 days to reflect the PvP server. The settings that are going to be in there are now finalised and up there, so anybody who's interested can have a look at that. And the commands that are going to be available have also been updated, along with the server addresses. It's not live yet, I will stress, so clicking the link isn't going to do anything right now. That's going to go live as soon as the Season 6 for the PvE goes live.
Yeah, we will be running those seasons simultaneously, so when one ends, the other one ends, when the other one starts, the other one will start with it.
Yes. The seasons are going to be ending now on the last
First Wednesday, and then starting again on the first Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to be changing them now so that everything falls into line, and every game that has a season is going to be ending and starting at the same time, so people know what's going on and when it's going to happen.
Which brings us nicely on to Rost.
Hang on.
Hanging on.
One thing. I just wanted to add before we move off the 7 days topic. For those of you not familiar, Darkness Falls is a total conversion mod that we're running as a perk for just supporters. So supporters have their own private 7 day server to play on with a total conversion mod that adds a lot more depth to the 7 days experience. It's a PvE experience, cooperative PvE, and you've got anything from zombies in there to demons to laser guns, and it's actually quite a fun thing to play. One of the things that we have talked about on our side is having a private server for supporters for the games that we host, but also eventually with the PvE experiences they come to a close. You know, you play them for so long, there's only so far you can go with it. So we were kind of thinking with the PvE side of things and the private supporter servers, the total conversion mods, we will start looking at how we rotate those. So once everybody that's been playing on that server has reached a point where there's not much left to do, we then move to the next total conversion mod and keep going like that to give everybody a new and exciting experience and something different to do rather than just reaching a point and then getting stuck.
Yeah. The Darkness Fall server is meant to be like a longer play experience, which I know some of the PvEers have wanted. It's amazing fun. I've actually been on there playing myself. It's got a lot of people playing together.
And now that you've got your PC fixed, you need to stop playing again.
Exactly that. So yeah, it's a longer experience. It's much fun. Regarding longevity, if you guys are starting to get bored with it, if you've had enough of it, let us know in the dojo for 7 days. Make some use of it. And then, as DJ said, we are already looking at other total conversions like Ravenhurst, Wood Walkers. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah, there's absolutely loads of stuff. So if you guys have suggestions for what we want to do next, or if you're starting to get bored again, do let us know in the dojo, and we'll go from there. Excellent. Just to address what's going on in general at the minute, guys. I don't know if this is really hush-hush or a bit hush-hush, but DJ, Nani and myself are looking into starting a little bit of streaming, just the three of us, to start off with. But if you guys want to play things like Cards Against Humanity, Among Us, that kind of stuff, I'm sure it's something we could work into our repertoire, so to speak. And we'd love to have you guys on with us when we do get around to streaming those kind of things. It would be great to have the community all together. Wonderful. Now moving on to Rust.
Rust.
Cube, go.
Rust?
Rust.
Cube has very graciously decided and agreed and volunteered to come forward as the lead GM for Rust. So he is essentially going to be running the server for us. He's going to be making all of the big decisions, all of the settings, rules, etc. are going to be up to him. Essentially, we're going to give you a lot of scope on this, so please don't screw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to tell people a bit about yourself?
Well, I gotta scratch that off my list now. Yeah. So the server is still in the works. Arnie's helping me out with that, and we'll all be taking a look at it. It's gonna take a bit of work and time to fine-tune it the way we want, but it will go through changes depending on community feedback and the initial demands that we end up facing. I would like a lot of the existing players to check out Rust and see for themselves. It's a wonderful experience. It's a lot different from what a lot of the players are used to. It's not a relaxing PvE game. Although there are elements of PvE, it's a purely PvP game where you compete with your fellow players. So I've been playing Rust for a while, and it's something that hugely excites me, and we will have more to say as we move forward. I don't want to give too much into it today because we're still working out details, but I hope everybody will give it a shot and see how it is.
Yeah, cheers for that Cube. We'll obviously be letting you guys know when the game's on sale and that kind of stuff as well, so you know when you can get it cheap and that kind of thing. So
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just linked the official website for Rust in general chat if anybody wants to get a brief synopsis of that. But yeah, we've been playing a few hours of it, and it's actually quite entertaining. I didn't feel like something that would appeal to my personal playstyle, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
But it can be very easy to dip in and out of Rust and just play an hour here and an hour there as well if you want to, so don't feel the need to be on there 23 hours a day, guys.
If you're a 7 Days to Die, or actually no, an ARC player, I think a lot of these systems, especially building, will feel very familiar because it's essentially the same system with a little bit of difference here and there. So there's not a huge gap that you're going to have to leap over to figure out Rust. Yeah, looking forward to that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, cool. Last thing from me, guys. We are, this is the scary bit, expanding the WNG team. We brought Cube on board, which is absolutely brilliant. We brought Kay and Abyss on board quite recently as well. We will be publishing a list, so it's going to be a website and all sorts of stuff, of volunteer positions available at WNG. They're going to be on the website in the next few days. So if you're interested in joining the team as a GM, so an in-game admin, game master, we're looking for creators as well. If you guys want to get involved and you're interested, keep an eye on the news and announcements channels as kind of things develop, and we'll let you know as and when things become available, etc.
So, can I add a little bit to that?
Feel free, yeah, go right ahead.
Awesome. So you may have noticed that we've been referring to the Orange Ninjas as GMs. So we've kind of restructured it a little bit. So your first point of contact are our volunteers, and they will be Orange Ninjas, and they are referred to as GMs or Games Masters. Each game will have a lead GM. So Cube is filling that role for Rust, and Kay is filling that role for 7 days. And they're responsible for the rule set on the servers. They're responsible for how that server is run with the support of the GMs. And then sitting above that, you've got Purple Ninjas, or us, me, Nani, Tom, that will kind of bring it all together and help support the lead GMs to realise their vision for that server. So, as you can imagine, we've got a few other games that we host that don't have lead GMs at the moment, so we'll be looking to fill those roles. And we're also looking to take on more GMs to help support the games, help support the community, run events, just generally get involved with what everybody's doing and try and bring things together so that everybody's having a great time. And I can't stress how much that we want to move away from being so kind of like tunnel visioned on Ark, 7 days of Minecraft and that kind of thing, and expand this out to be a community of gamers that enjoy playing games together.
Yeah, doesn't matter what the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys have a passion for a game that isn't one we host, tell us, because we might not have tried it. DJ Nani and myself, we've been playing the last few days Remnant from the Ashes, which is a game we completely missed.
Ooh.
And it's phenomenal, it's brilliant. And we're
great.
still scratching our heads to find out why we missed it. So we'll every other night or so we're streaming it on Discord as well, so if you guys want to come along and just watch, feel free.
Yeah, you'll notice the three of us will be sitting in a voice chat channel on our evenings off, and we'll be playing Remnant from the Ashes, and one of us will be streaming it so you can get an idea for the gameplay. It's kind of a mashup between Division, Destiny, and
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Yeah,
Very Dark Souls, yeah.
It's like Dark Souls with guns.
It
it's
is.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
I love it. The first time I played it a year ago, I hated it. I didn't like it at all. But
Same.
yeah, and then I played it again with these two, and it was just like, this is really cool. I like it. But yeah, guys, if you want to turn up and see us playing some games and hear DJ and Nani swearing at me a lot for dying too much in boss fights, legit, that does happen a lot. If you see us in the channel, just pop in, mute yourself, watch along, and yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's it really from me. I think.
That sounds like a good time.
Has anybody got anything else they want to add while we're here? Sandy,
Huh?
you got anything you want to add, dear? You good?
As I told, I think that was Nani. If you need me, I'll step up to the lead GM for Ark.
Cool. We'll have a shout out later.
That
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
I'll add to that. We absolutely are looking for people who are massively passionate around their game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. I was going to say just at the end of the Rust section, absolutely massive thanks to Cube. I hope some of you over the next few days and weeks to come get to see his absolute passion for Rust and everything Rust. I hope that rubs off on a lot of people, because I've never seen such passion for a game in many, many years. So thank you very much for that. And as going forward, we'll be kind of ironing out, and hopefully the Rust server is going to be absolutely the coolest thing we've done yet. I've really got high hopes for that.
That's the goal.
Going to go into it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, good stuff going forward.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
So
Our league. Go on.
Things may have seemed a little bit slow in what's been coming out of the Wicked Ninja team over the last week, but that's because we've been doing a lot of stuff in the background. We're trying to put everything in place that allows us to move ahead with stuff in a kind of like a quick and efficient fashion that lets us put the stuff into the games and delivers the playing experience that everybody wants. It's a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of people here that are going to put in a lot more hard work. So I can't understate how much effort goes into everything from the team here, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. The other thing as well, guys, are lead GMs, so Cube, K, and G Sandy, will be looking for GMs. We'll be looking for players who will be good GMs. That doesn't necessarily mean people who are good at the game, it doesn't necessarily mean people who are highly skilled in the command structures of games, that kind of thing. If they think you'll be good at it, it's because you're the kind of person we want to be our GMs as well. So keep that in mind, that even if you think you don't know anything about the game, if you're passionate about it and if you are the right type of person, we can teach you to admin the game.
Yeah.
We can't teach you not to be an arsehole.
I've had a couple of conversations with people recently who obviously are passionate about what they do and what they believe in. Those are the sort of people we're after. We want people who firmly believe in the game they play, love the game they play, and want to pass that experience on to more people. It's awesome.
It's also a bit of an eye-opener when you start looking at what's involved and start trying to consider things from a player's and server hosts and all the different points of view that you have to look at. Then it opens up a whole new can of worms for you. It's a whole new experience. I'll go ahead and go with that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting time because I know for a fact that everyone here plays more than just a game they're here to play. And every single person, right? They have a Steam library. I mean, even if it's minimal. I mean, modest. It's still like, what, a handful of games. And it's going to be a wonderful platform for people to find each other playing similar games like Dark Souls or CSGO or something, you know? And organizing little soirees just to have some fun.
That is going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Because I'm going to start that off right now and say I am a big Dark Souls fan. If anybody here listening wants to play some Souls, hit me up. I've got all of them ready to play.
Is it too late to fire him? I'm kidding, of course, guys. I am.
Oh dear. Have you seen the Viva La Dirt League Dark Souls compilations they do?
Oh my god, they're so good.
Yeah.
we might have to make just a VLDL channel, DJ, just for people to talk about Viva La Dirt League, because I know there's a hell of a lot of people in here that love Viva La Dirt League, and I can't blame them. Marvellous. Guys, well, thank you very much for listening to us waffle on. We've been the Wicked Ninjas. You've all been absolutely awesome. Thank you for coming along, and have a good night.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.